Now, just like the tree has structure and is guaranteed, guaranteed, you can always know the guarantee is in what it does and does not do. So the kingdom of heaven is like that. It is your guarantee to the best life possible. So my wife was here and I kept waking up. And this would be upside down. And at the time, when me and Mary get together, there is always something that occurs. Something will happen. Something is happening. And at the time, I saw it as what I suspected it to be. So I'm helping you guys out with this because we already touched on it. So I'm teaching you the best way to keep you from being stolen from is convince those that were stealing from you that they were actually stealing from you. Once they are convinced of that, they won't want to. Then you don't have to worry about being stolen from. So I had noticed that my wife was not herself at all. And then we got into our usual, you're not my wife, you're not my husband, and bouncing back and forth. The reason for a covenant, beloveds. And until people understand in the kingdom of heaven, a covenant with God is a covenant. There are serious matters in the kingdom of heaven. Ministry, marriage, being so prioritized, but as they are prioritized, they are also protected. So my wife had got me flustered. I believe this is her love language in some aspects of, well, he's flustered and upset. My work here is done. I can see that he loves me. And then she'll usually... So this is healthy in a sense. It's not healthy when in the moment neither one of you are determining, wait, that's the enemy speaking. So you understanding the enemy shouldn't be allowed in your marriage is your first indication that you are doing something wrong. If you do not have an indication that you are doing something wrong, you will keep doing something harmful to yourself. So you understanding English in itself is a very, very newly formed language. Whereas how you feel is universal. So having the power to change your feelings and when not to is a very concrete aspect of life and always will be. So suffice it to say, Many were seen like this, that fierce and impetuous nation who march throughout the earth to take possession of dwelling places that do not belong to them. Because there has to be justice and righteousness that comes from me and can only come from me. So it is good to have a God. Many will testify, and it will start with the reason you were given your spouse. They are your greatest blessing from the King himself, so that you don't miss out. Now, even before 2015, I have stepped into every situation, ministered on all fronts in all things except for marriage, because I quite frankly did not know anything about it. Not too long. You don't see much of Mary Magdalene in the Acts of Apostles. You don't see too much in the gospel. But living it out is why I am confident in everything I say. So that in itself, we are looking at why was there not more involvement in Mary and, of course, everlasting life. When I talk to Peter and Mary, I remind them, you drank from the cup like I drank from the cup. So it's a covenant and it's a promise. So with Mary, she's always had a lot of leeway because I've been trying to teach her, well, you have your own kingdom. That was the covenant. Like Peter has his own kingdom. They will testify. I ensured it remained according to my will. Just like you have your kingdoms, and your guarantee is the covenant in the gospel. Short and sweet, like my wife. I love you.